What's up, YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got some more Hearts of Iron 4. This is the Great War mod. We are playing as German Empire. Last episode, we just started popping out some of these tank divisions here, so we're getting ready to recruit out our next three. So they're undergoing training right now. And I want to take these three tank divisions and see if we can't punch through here near Constantinople, because check this out. My light armor tank division here has a breakthrough of 184. Damn, son. 184 versus my infantry division here, standard, that has a breakthrough of 39. And so if we can use these guys to sort of help punch through down here, that would be wonderful. So let's go ahead and give them an order to move down this way. We're going to use them in conjunction with Green Group here, all piling through and trying to bust through this area. And so I'm thinking with all of that manpower concentrated in that area, we should be able to break through and try to take some more of mainland Turkey here, pushing the British back, ideally here, closer to Cairo and such. So we'll see how that goes. We've also managed to reduce the size of the Greek sort of little enclave here down to this size, which is good to see. We can go ahead and pile on with some additional divisions this way and this way, putting that up to a 90, but it's still showing as red, so it's going to be tough to break through there as well. Time for new research here, and so we did just start that initial battleship organization and capital ship attack there. Very important, right, as we continue to roll those out, so we'll grab those. Free civilian factories at this point now, and if we go down to my production queue, you can see, let's see here, early light tanks there. I've got almost one full production line going for those, so let's go ahead and construct out some more military factories. Military factories here, okay. So we've got all of this almost covered up now at this point, so we'll just put in an order for a couple of those there. Let's double check on the air war now, and you can see, alright, things still showing as yellow here in the Italian mainland. 300 versus 300. And so my planes have a very bad efficiency rating there, and so that's part of the problem. But everything else is showing as green, except for the North Sea over here. Okay, actually not showing as having any enemy planes in that intelligence report, so that's fine. And then you can see here from a naval perspective, we're actually looking pretty good here. 22 enemy ships there in the English Channel. We did send a smaller fleet through the English Channel last episode, and man, that was a rough result there. So here's Von Fischl. Let's go ahead and combine in here to get his ship, his fleet size, back up to 36. I've got a larger fleet of 61 that's out there currently, and then the Baltic Sea fleet here with 31 ships that's sort of continuing to hold things down for us. We're also looking at rolling through Finland here, and so we're justifying against them. You can see progress of 60 out of 220. And so I have light blue or dark blue group here with 10 divisions set to make the trip across. Armored Spearhead doctrine is now finished. Let's go ahead and move down this next one here, the Schwerpunkt. Some additional tank organization and such, so giving us some nice new sort of bonuses there. Ukraine has been taken over, so that's good to see. And it does look like we're trying to beat back an invasion here. I've got this one division that's working on the defense of that, so let's move in another division to see if we can get him into the mix there just to help out, right? Because that is not a good number. Even though it's showing as green, not a good number at all. So let's take these 4 divisions back in for another attack. These guys will go in support of that, just to keep the pressure on them there. Okay, so now with 2 divisions working for us, we're showing at a green 31. Let's go ahead. The Boer Revolt here. The revolt occurred with men who suppressed the recreation of a Boer South African Republic, rose up against the government of the Union of South Africa. Alright. Not really sure what that's going to do for us, but we'll see. Let's move in this division here to help defend that. With that green 32. And my tank division's now almost arriving on the scene down here near Constantinople. So they're going to sort of lead the attack for us once they land there. time to actually pick up another national focus here. So division training time minus 10%. That's huge for us as we're still trying to produce out these new tank divisions here. So that little training bonus will help us create those a little bit faster, right? Alright, so these tanks have arrived now. Let's see what happens if I tell them to go ahead and mount an attack going this way and then this way. So we're going to show as a green 80 now, which historically I guess we've shown that as being red, and it's going to pop back to red there almost immediately. Damn, that's disappointing. Okay, we did have a couple of naval battles here, sinking another submarine, another sub there. So they are down to 2 enemy ships now in the eastern North Sea. So continuing to hold superiority there, which is great to see. Can't wait to get into Finland here and hopefully take Sweden and Norway after that as well. Oh, this is popping back to green now. It's shifting between red, green, and yellow. Come on, guys, let's do it. Back over here now. This good news with 3 divisions now showing here. We're actually showing this as a green 70 now. So we're going to beat back that invasion force, which is nice to see. And then we're finally seeing a green 94 over here. Let's bring in our troops in a full-blown attack there to try to move them off of that little peninsula. Okay, new research needed. Alright, we finished up all this stuff. Let's go ahead and get the improved tracks. It's going to help my breakthrough percentage even a little bit further there, which will be good. The tank's now losing some organization, unfortunately. The infantry there not able to really punch through as I was hoping. Damn it. Go, go, go. So we've already had 1 tank division having to break off of the attack there. We can try again with some additional forces. Production. If we go here, though, let's see how many the front line needs. 34. So we are losing equipment as time goes on here. You can see total need of over 600 now that we're seeing. Right there. Let's go ahead and remove those notifications. Double check on the fabrication progress here. And you can see 92 out of 220 days. So a couple more months there till we can see some progress. These 2 tank divisions should probably be sent back into the fight there, like that. And we had 1 infantry division having to break off of that attack as well. Here comes that next tank division now rolling into the mix. Still going to show as a red 77 there. You can see their organization holding up pretty nicely as well. They are taking a bunch of attrition, of course, through the battle. If we go like this, you can see I'm very much so in favor, but we continue to lose. 47 divisions versus 40 divisions now. Let's keep the pressure up here and see if we can't break through. New military factory available now. Let's open up a new light tank line here is what I'm thinking. Like this, okay. Give them some future progress there, just to help out with that production and get those tank divisions out a little bit quicker. Upgrade needed is now down to 76k across the fronts there, so that's good. We've got full, looks like we have full support equipment needs there, which is good. We'll continue to stockpile those. Early artillery need has been filled, of course. So if we take a look back over here now, 1929, it is only 1923, so still a really long ways to go on some of this research, right? You can see over 1,200 days there for the next level of artillery. 844 for these. We could get the new signal company up and going here eventually. Time to also, let's see, build some additional stuff, right? Double check here, dockyards wise, to make sure. Okay, I don't have any additional places to put those, but once we go ahead and sort of invade Finland, that'll allow me some more space, or at least I'm hoping it'll allow me some more space to build things out. Okay, showing us a red 76 here now. All 3 tank divisions are back into the attack. Okay, let's add in some additional guys who are taking a little bit of a rest there. And, you know, manpower still continues to hover right around 350k. Unfortunately, the Austrians losing back down over here this way. We continue to hold the line up here in northern Italy pretty nicely. You can see some Soviet divisions now trying to make attacks there where everything's are. Okay. Take those notifications back off. Constructions-wise, we might need some additional air bases that we can put into the queue. Let's go ahead and load that guy up with a couple more. Load those up a little bit, too. Constructions-wise, let's double-check our infrastructure. Yeah, we have very nice infrastructure there across the empire, which is good. They could probably use some more. But, you know, a 5 and over, I'm pretty good with that, is what I'm thinking. Okay, we've got a group of 46 here now total. He's repairing out all of his battle cruisers and battleships that have been heavily damaged there. So let's go ahead and combine them in there to continue building up that fleet. Very nice. Showing at a, Red 76. They are starting to lose some organization and such, though. Let's continue throwing these troops that have repaired themselves back into battle here. Continuing the charge and such. These two cav units can come in. Alright, back up to a 78 there. Red 78. 40 divisions versus... Well, I've got a lot of reserves, don't I? 25 divisions, etc. So we just had some more of those guys having to break off the attack and heal up a little bit there. We could just tell Green Group to go ahead and execute here. So he's going to throw guys into the mix as soon as they're ready, so he'll manage that for us. Then we'll just have to keep an eye on our tank divisions and making sure that they're going through appropriately. And back up here, let's double check on tank production now. What are we missing? Yep, additional light tanks there, so we're training up and trying to get additional extra tanks wherever we can. Yep, you can see the new production line down here on the bottom left is at least producing out something for us. And if we look here, we're making a net plus 7 of those per day. So let's go back to the constructions here and plug in for some additional military factory construction. We've got 2 that will be plugged into the new tank production there immediately, which is good. So filling these up here. And you can see from a civilian factory perspective, we've got 40 of those still working for us. So hoping that will be able to support our resource needs as we go forward. How are we looking back down here now? Still showing as a red 78 through there. Man, those tank divisions with that breakthrough percentage not really having a huge effect for us there. Although, you know, I'm hoping to get some of them to retreat off the line there eventually. Alright, new national focus needed. Not quite ready for a fascist coup or anything like that yet. Let's get the Panzer effort. Can I get that? No. We need to move down this way here. Trench warfare focus and etc. Getting new research here as well. 1936 on these. Those are so far away, man. So far away. And back over here to the air doctrines, right? Tactical bomber agility plus 20%, escort efficiency plus 25, strategic bombing and ground support, interception efficiency, and fighter detection and such. Alright, let's go this way with it, sort of the bomber route. That's what I'm thinking. Alright. Red 80 here. Okay, let's move off of that. And we had a couple of interesting little bombing runs down here. As the Black Sea continues to be held, yeah, with enemy ships present there. Had another battle up here where we got rid of a Japanese sub, so that's good. Still repairing out over here, and he's got some new ships that we can go ahead and plug in. That's a big repair job. He got just chewed up in the English Channel last episode. Let's double check on our casualties. Up to 5.8 million now, which is nuts. Somehow the Austrians continue to hold this area. Looks like the AI is being pretty lazy to try to get those guys through. Looks like their tank divisions may actually pull off here at some point. Everybody's still running forwards there, taking shifts through the charge, trying to make it through. Oh, we're actually showing it's green over here, even though there's tons of enemy ships present. That is so not accurate. That sucks. A couple bombing runs made over here and here, right? At least inflicting some damage, so taking those ships out of commission, at least for the time being. And then you can see we continue to make bombing runs here in the channel. Did sink a U.S. carrier there, which is interesting. It's good to see.
Alright.
And then just to confirm, could we send these guys into the Mediterranean? We could, except I do believe armies can pass, navies can pass. No. The Gibraltar Strait there held by the British, that's a problem. So it would make sense to either invade Spain or have Spain join the faction. Invite to faction, let's see, mine's 430. Yeah, they just like the Entente there so much that they're not really willing. Showing 12 to 25 different divisions that they have now. Guys, I think we should take out Spain. I think we should. That would be amazing. How are we looking over here for Finland? Maybe do Finland first and then plan up on Spain, or we could do both at the same time. They're showing us having 7 divisions there. 166 out of 220, so still some work to be done there. Where would we take the troops in order to do this? Probably this orange group here, although they are in charge of guarding the coast. 142 divisions. Okay, what we could do is just split you guys in half, right? Select half. Click to unassign those half, okay. 71 units. Can we create a Spain sort of task force here? General, general, general. I need a field marshal, really. Yeah, Okay, so for now, while we're thinking about how to do this, let's go ahead. You guys are going to just be white group. Silver group, rather. Okay, we'll do that in a second. Let's at least assign them down here to the Spanish front. Which I think that'll actually work out fine, because we still left half of those divisions here to guard the coastline and such up against potential British invasion. You can see there's some British troops over here on that area trying to make it through. And look, we still are pretty well defended over here, I would say. Yes, definitely. So, I feel completely fine about moving these troops in. Manpower down to 340k now. Let's see if there is a field marshal laying around that we could, like, move off. We could probably actually unassign him, von Gallwitz. So let's switch him in there. Von Gallwitz, where are you? Oh, nice. That track is done. Here he is. Boom. He's a level 7. He's awesome. Alright, let's go. Fleet and Bing is done as well. Offensive line order should look something like this. Just outside of Madrid. Just let him start planning that out, right? Okay, we have 2 of these researches now to grab. So, went the sub route, the destroyer route, or the battleship route. I like the battleship route there. So we'll take that. And then, land doctrines wise, we're still working on that. Still looking good from a infantry perspective, I do believe. We finished out that other track, so that was good. So we're all the way up to 1936 here on the electronic computing equipment. 23, 23, 23. So it is going to be starting to... It is time to start upgrading things. 1200 there, 820, 820. Let's take the 820 here, at least get that started. How are we doing back down towards Constantinople? Not so great. The attack continues to go on. So we'll let that keep going. But looking pretty good everywhere else, I would say. It's going to combine these guys in. Awesome. Alright, great. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and or comment if you've enjoyed this content. And we'll catch you next time.